What's up guys, my name is Jared Kaufman. This is our first day on this new house. It's not gonna be a full day. Me and Zach are just gonna get the foundation snapped out. Should be pretty good. This thing's basically just a rectangle with a little square sticking off the side. So it should be pretty easy. But we'll get this snapped out and then in a couple days we'll start framing these walkout walls. So we're checking this foundation here. We've got 5.5 here. I checked 5.5 down on that end, and that gave me about 5.25 on that side. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna shift that about 1/8. That'll shift this about 1/8. And then instead of being a quarter off, we'll just be splitting 1/8 across each way. We'll snap these corners. That'll basically be our control lines. And then we can go parallel from there. So the one closer to the edge is what we want. Yep. Like it? Beautiful. Let's hit this side. You'll just mark that one, and then I'll adjust my side over there. Come on now. Like it? Beautiful. So now we can mark this parallel, which should be fairly easy. So our front wall is 24 feet. So what I'll have you do, just hold me 5.5 on that red line. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. That's 5.5. All right, then I'm gonna come and mark 6.5. Right there. All right, let's head to this end. Beautiful. So now I'll check our lengths for this. So we've got 30'6". Our outside all the way to the corner there, and then we've got this wall, which this will be easier to snap, is 23'6½". But we're gonna go, okay, so that's 24 feet and back. So we will snap that guy next. We'll do the same thing, 5.5 on that red line. Foundation just destroys your pencil. All right, do you love it? Like it? It's kind of an ugly crow's foot. Same thing, we'll run down over here, just to that corner. All right, I'm gonna mark this and then keep holding that. I'm gonna mark the end over here too. Yeah, right on the money. Like it? Good? Beautiful. So then this one, when we mark this, we'll square it with the laser across to mark down there. It's gonna be sick. All right, so we can hit this one. Like it? All right, so this one, it's easier to see in the shade. The line, like if there's no shade, it's like you can't see anything. You put a shadow there and it's right there. Here you go. Landon has my chalk line. That's my favorite for foundations. I need to steal it back from him. Like it? Like it like you're not a quarter off, right?
Yeah. Actually, he gave it to me yesterday, so I got it in my tool belt. I would have had it, but I left my freaking tool belt.
All right, let's get that laser. So we'll basically set that, here, I'll show you here. We'll set this guy like this will work. You know, you always go to the unlock position, right? Like you don't want to go to lock, you want to go to unlock.
Okay. I've never used this exact one.
So basically what we're doing, we're wanting to square this line across to over there. I'm gonna set it so I'm kind of hitting both. I'm in line with my red and I'm in line with my crow's foot here. And then you can take this receiver and go set it on with this white arrow right on our chalk line over there.
This guy?
Yep.
Gotcha.
Just like that. So now we'll bring that receiver over there. Now we have the laser set square. We were moving the laser there. Now we're gonna move this here.
Gotcha, find it.
Yep, so it's gonna be over here.
Oh, it'll shoot low too. Nice.
Yeah, it's 360 degree. So the arrows will tell you where you gotta go.
Oh, I see.
And then we'll see, we might even be able to mark it here too. Beautiful, just like that, baby.
Hell yeah. Perfect.
There we go. Now we got that wall snapped all the way through. So now the last thing we got to do is this one here, which we can do pretty much the same thing. So we'll set the laser right on top of this wall. We'll just set the receiver over there, because then the laser will shoot down and we can hit 2 points right there. So it doesn't matter which way it goes, just so that one of the lights shoots towards me. And it doesn't have to line up with the other red line. It only has to hit this one, because we're just continuing a straight line. We're not doing 90 degrees or anything. Oh, so that's the other thing. If it's blinking like that, it means it's
At a level.
yeah, so there we go.
What thing you were messing with?
This knob here.
Uh-huh.
So that's, here, you'll be in a better position to twist that. Twisting that will finally spin this thing left and right. And the thing I found is it's really like, there's kind of like slop when you switch directions. If you go all the way right and you go too far,
yeah,
and you start spinning back, it doesn't really start spinning until you get like a quarter spin.
Gotcha.
So that's why I like to go a little bit past,
Yeah.
and then I just go slow
Nail
back, and then you can get it right on, because it's deceiving. I mean, that's perfect. Yeah, the solid beep is what you want. So now, I'll take that, and then that's calibrated. Heck, I can even see the green line, so I don't even need to use my receiver. But I can if I wanted to. I can set it like that just the same. But that is kind of what's nice. When you're close enough that it's bright, you can just mark your line that you can physically see. See that there? I mean, or even the laser itself.
Right.
Go fuzz that way. It's like a 16th. Yeah. Put some shade over that. Hell yeah. That's the craziest thing, dude. Is like the least accurate part of what we're doing is the thickness of our pencil lines.
Right.
Know what I mean? There's that, there's the thickness of your chalk line too, same kind of vibe. All right, so the garage is snapped. That's it. So we're gonna do the same thing on our main house now. We kind of have this back corner, which I think we can use as our kind of reference. Probably that side will be our main wall because it's one long stretch, the same dimension. That's how we'll start it. I just pull 5.5 to check first, so mark that. Set the receiver there. I'll run over to the other side. So hopefully, if you kind of eyeball, Zach, how far can I put my laser back where it'll still hit over there? Like before that corner cuts it off. Know what I'm saying? Like, do you think this will hit the...
No, you'll have to come a little. That might.
All right, we'll try that. So we'll do that first to continue our 5.5 line, and then I can move it to the corner after I hit that. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Is that on? I might have turned it off. Come on, baby, work for me. Yeah, I think I'm too far. Go lift it up a little. And then see how far down before it works. About there. So let's see if I come here. I'm changing my mind. Let's do this wall first. Because if the closer I get to that corner, the shorter my distance becomes, which makes it less accurate. But we can still hit this full long wall. Let's see, what is gonna be the easiest way to do this? Probably right there. I've got my crow's foot here. And I'll take that receiver now. Go ahead and adjust it. All right, Don't move a muscle. So now we can kind of see how that looks reverse across this way. Don't worry as much about my mark on top.
Yeah.
It's more this mark.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah. Needs to come this way. Hey, nobody breathe on it. Nobody move a freaking muscle. Then I'll just mark it right here and then we snap all this. Oh yeah, I see it. Golly, certified pain in the butt. It's the only one that I'll need to level down. Oh, wrong side. All right, let's snap this. And then all we have left is that back wall and that little hallway, which the hallway will be easy. This back wall will be tricky, but we can figure it out.
Just put a little step down?
Yeah, because we basically have to pull a measurement from that wall to here. You know what I mean? Like it? Set that somewhere out of the way. Good?
Yep.
Go ahead and snap it.
Okay.
Beautiful. And then snap this little guy. Sorry.
Good.
Yep. Not too shabby. Like I said, this hallway should be pretty dang easy. 12 foot 11 and a half. So 10 foot 5 and a half. So our inside to inside there. It doesn't give me an actual setback dimension, but let's see if I pull this, if it looks to be pretty close. Yeah, I mean, it looks to be pretty much right on. So if that's the case, then I think we will basically run 5 and a half squared off of this, because this little breezeway is kind of independent. So I think we can pretty much just build this to be just off the foundation, because it actually looks pretty good there. Give myself 5 and a half here. And this gets like little rafters cut too. So 5 and a half here.
Hallway into the house.
Yep. Little breezeway.
Beautiful.
And we'll hit the same thing on that side. And then, when we don't even have to hit that right now. If we're measuring this garbage all the way over there, what is our front to back dimension? It is 60 foot 3. Here's kind of what I'm thinking. We can level this down here, so you can hold me right here.
Nice.
And then I don't have to reach up as high. There you go.
There.
Yep, love it. Alrighty, so now you can hold me 11 on this one.
Okay.
So the reason we're doing that is because normally I would mark the outside, but if you subtract 11, then I'll just mark 60 foot 3 itself. Because 60 foot 3 is the outside to outside dimension, but we're marking the inside of our walls.
Gotcha.
So instead of me having to subtract over there,
Yeah.
I can just have you do it all here.
Yep.
So if you hold me on 11, that's what. Just 11 inches, right on the line. All right, well, we finished around lunchtime. So we're cooking up some food that we're gonna eat before we head back to the next job, where Landon's got the rest of the crew. You probably already saw that series, actually, or maybe you're seeing it as we speak. That is the Frame in a House series. Technically, it's the Musser's house, Thunder Road. It's been fun. But anyways, we're gonna head there and finish out the day. So yeah, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.